again, just want to reiterate how excited I am for our players. They deserved it. They've played the right way. They've, bought into what we're trying to get them to do. That's a good team. They got a lot of talent on LSU's team. They came ready to go today. We kind of came out, had a great start. They answered it. Made a run there in the second half. I thought we did a good job. And it was fitting. It came down to their offense and our defense at the end to get to see who's going to win the game. And I thought, our defense came through. Keon Ellis had a huge block. We guarded the underneath out of bounds play well, forced them to take a tough one. I wish we'd have gotten the first rebound. We didn't. They got it. Fortunate that they missed the putback and came out here with a tight win. But, really happy for our guys. I think of those three seniors, Herb and Petty and Reese, that, are all from the state of Alabama, huge Alabama fans, came here to win championship. And just the fact that I've been able to be a part of their journey here these last 2 years, just super excited for them that they're able to close this senior year out with 2 championships, a regular season, a tournament championship. You add in Tyler, who's a walk-on that's been here the whole time, and then Jordan Bruner. Can't say enough about what Jordan's added to the culture here too. And then I told Quinterly before the tournament started, I knew he was playing well. I felt he was locked in. I said, let's go win the tournament MVP. I coached 4 of them at Buffalo. One as an assistant and 3 as a head coach. So it's time to add a fifth. Time to add a fifth one to the mix. So happy for Quinterly. Really happy for his family. Saw them up in the stands. His mom was crying. They've been through so much. So really glad he played well on a huge stage. Showed what he's about. Shaq came through for us today after he struggled yesterday. I talked to him in his hotel room yesterday. Just told him he's going to have a big game, and he came through, had a huge game for us. So happy for the guys. We'll get our NCAA tournament match up here in a couple hours and head up to Indy.
Thank you, Coach. Just a reminder, just use the raise hand function if you have a question. Let's go ahead and start with Mike Rodak.
Yeah, Nate, I think your voice is probably an indication, but how emotionally draining was this game, physically draining for your players? Just how much they have to empty the tank compared to some of the previous games you played in?
It's like this every year. I got to get all the cough drops and the teas with the honey in them and stuff. I was just talking to my Adam Bowman, my ops guy, and Hodgson, who was with me at Buffalo. We get to this third day up there. It's voices shot. I'm exhausted. I really just want to take a nap. But you, at least in the MAC, you had the championship Saturday night. You could kind of relax for one night. There's really no relaxing here. We get our match up here in about 2 hours. I could go back, pack my room up. That's a disaster because all I've been doing is watching video and pack up my room and get the bus loaded, get our match up, load up the video on my computer, and watch some video on the way up to Indy. So I guess we will sleep, get some rest after the NCAA tournament's over. But, yeah, I'm pretty exhausted. Voice is shot. But we'll get the voice back before next week, and that's for sure.
Cecil Hart, you're next.
Coach, it seemed like down the stretch, although everybody really had contributions, it seemed like Herb Jones had something a little extra down the stretch, especially after that foul call with a couple of minutes left, and then the game winner with 19 seconds. I know you get tired of me asking about Herb after every game, but just describe what he contributed.
I mean, he was the player of the year in the conference, defensive player of the year for a reason. So that layup to put us up was big. We wanted to get out in transition. I didn't think we got out in transition quite enough, to be honest with you. I thought they got us in the half court a little bit more than usual. But I'm trying to look right now. I'm looking at this the HTI box score to see what our transition conversion rate was. But it wasn't where we needed. It was a little low. We didn't meet our goal on it. I thought they made us play in half court a little bit more than we thought. But it was fitting that we did get a transition bucket from Herb, at the end of the game off a stop to put us up one. I thought we screwed some stuff up defensively there at the end of the game. Herb himself had a couple screw ups, which is uncharacteristic of himself. He gave up that old board and they hit the three and he got beat on the back door. I thought Trendon played a great game. He hadn't played particularly well some of the earlier games, when we beat him twice earlier in the year, but I thought he was great today. I mean, he ends up with 30. We had a hard time guarding him today. So I did think, Herb did a pretty good job. Some of our other guys struggled a little bit. I thought Reese did a pretty good job too, but I, happy for Herb. We need him to play well. We don't play well when he's not playing well. It's, it's good to see he's back healthy. I mean, shoot, he's 4 assists away from a triple double. If first game of the tournament, he would have had a triple double if we hadn't been up so much and I would actually had to play him more minutes. But 13, 11, and 6, pretty good night for him.
All right, Michael Casagrande, go ahead.
You kind of touched on it, but what are your plans for the logistics of getting to Indy? The plan for this week when you're up there?
So we head out right after the selection show, drive up, get in there tonight, COVID tests. You got to quarantine. I think you have to get 2 tests. So I think we'll do one tonight, one tomorrow. Quarantine tomorrow. Give them the day off. They'll be in their rooms. They'll have their iPads, laptops. We'll get all the video loaded up. They can look at on their own, and we'll reconvene Tuesday. We'll have video practice times. I don't know if we'll play. It's not Thursday, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday like usual. Everything's pushed back a day, so we won't play possibly till either Friday or Saturday. So we'll have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So based on when we play, it'll kind of determine how much we do each of those days. But we'll get it figured out on the bus ride up. What our schedule will be once we get up there.
Guys, just as a heads up, we will be doing a Zoom call tonight too after the selection show. So if we can just keep the questions focused on the game, we only have time for a couple more questions left, so we're not going to get everybody. Let's start.
Yeah, I got to pack my room up.
Yeah,
I got a
exactly.
disaster going on up there.
We'll finish with 2 more. Let's go with Tyler Martin first, and finish with 1 more after that.
Hey, Nate, you mentioned how big Keon Ellis's block on Smart was down the end, but offensively, he found his rhythm as well, 6 of 8 from the field. And, depending on the status of Josh going forward and the big dance, how big is Keon going to be for you guys moving forward?
He's been big for us all year. The fact whether he came off the bench or he started doesn't really have a whole lot to do with it. He's getting a few more minutes because Primo's minutes are gone now, so those got to get split up with, Shaq, Petty, Keon, some of those wing players. But he's big for us. He hit that big 3 there in the second half. He's hit big 3s for us in big games a lot this year, to be honest with you. So, 2 of 4 from 3. Thought he played with Shaq, shot it well. He shot it well. Even Reese hit 2 big 3s. He hit a big one for us yesterday. I was really happy to see Reese give us the minutes that he gave us. So, but Keon's been one of our better, defensive leverage guys all year. Yeah, he was lower than the team average today, which is good on defense. The points per possession. I think, Reese had a great day defensively. Keon Ellis had a great day defensively. We had some guys that didn't play particularly well on defense today, but those 2, Reese and Keon Ellis, were pretty good for us.
All right, last question, Adam Sparks.
Yeah, you mentioned Quinterly and his family. What did you do or say to his family and to him this year for them to believe that he would be utilized the way he was?
Well, first game of the year, he had a pretty good game, so I think they saw how he could be utilized. And then, he had it rolling before he had to take a couple weeks off in the middle of the season. And then, he's been pretty good. I mean, I thought he got screwed on the 6th Man of the Year award, to be honest with you. I thought his numbers were better. We won the league, most of that voting, you look at who wins and see, if we didn't have a guy that deserved 6th Man of the Year, you don't vote for him, but we had one. So I thought he got short into the stick on that one. So I told him, I said, they may have screwed you on the 6th Man of the Year, but let's go win the tournament MVP. So, me and his mom talked, me and his dad talked, they're both involved in different areas, they're great people. They were never concerned about how he's being utilized or any of that stuff. We talked about I called them to get help on how to coach him to make sure I was getting the most out of him. And we had great conversations, but they're the parents that you don't have to worry about. They're never questioning the coaches. They're none of that. Like their dad's a Jersey cop. Like I love him. He's a man's man. You know, I mean, if he needs to have a talk with Javon, he's gonna have a talk with Javon. Javon's got some toughness about him. He's got that Jersey toughness. He play in there, fight a little bit, gritty, scrappy, and you know, we had great conversations all year. I think they were so happy. I gave the mom a hug up there in the stand. She just kept thanking us for giving them a chance. The kids thanked us for giving them a shot, and I'm thanking them for trusting us with their son. Like he's been great for us all year.